So good evening to all of you. Today I'm going to discuss with another topic of research, which is research tools. Okay. So before going further, just we want to understand that what are the research tools? Okay, basically. So research tools are you can say that these are the tools, these are the scales by which you can use to collect the data, right? So research tools are also called the data collections tools, refer to the devices or instrument used to collect data, right? Such as a questionnaire or a computer assisted intervening system, case studies, checklist, interviews, observation. Sometimes surveys or questionnaires are also called the tools used to collect data, right guys? Suppose in my previous lectures I have taken one example. I want to study the teachings of Lord Jesus, right? So I have to study the teaching of Lord Jesus, right? I have come to know that I can get the data from particular, you can say any place and others. Okay, so how I will collect the data? So if I have to collect the data, I should have any instrument, isn't it? I should have any scale, right? In the form of a questionnaire. Either I will collect the data by questionnaire, either I will collect the data by interview, right? So these all things are called the tools to collect the data. So research tools, research scales, research tools, research scales, these all are the same things. Instrument, sometimes you say research instruments, sometimes you say research tools, sometimes you say research scales. Okay, these all are the same things. Okay, it can be the case study, it can be the checklist, interviews, observations, surveys, questionnaires. So these all are called the data collection tools. Okay, why it is important? It is important to decide the tools for the data collection because research is carried out in different ways and for different purposes, right? Now here we understand what are the quantitative research tools and what are the qualitative research tools, right? So first is quantitative research tools. So quantitative method involve the collection and analysis of objective data, often in numerical form, right? The research design is determined prior to the start of the data collection and is not flexible. The research process, interventions, and data collection tools are standardized to minimize or control possible bias, right? So guys, here we are talking about the what are the quantitative research tool and qualitative research tool. Okay, you should know what is a quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative means, okay, in a numerical form. Okay, when the any of the tool comes in the numerical form, you have to put 1 2 3 4 5 hana, such kind of a number. If you have to give that, tools also come under the category of a quantitative research tools. And when we talk about the qualitative research tool, so qualitative kya cheez hai? First of all, you have to understand qualitative research is generally used to explore values, attitudes, opinion, feelings, behavior, individual, and understand, right? Suppose you want to check the behavior of the other person. Okay, how you will check that? You will check by talking with the person, huh? By interviewing, by questionnaires and others. So these are called the qualitative research tools. Okay, this is the difference between quantitative and qualitative research tool. What are their examples? Okay, we discuss in further, right? So here it is given qualitative method or qualitative research tools are the interviewing, observation. By observing, you can see, you can check the behavior of the person, how he is responding in the different situations. Okay, now sometime teacher has to see the, sometime parents has to see the activities of their children. So by observing, they come to know that, okay, what he thinks, what is his action and other things. Okay, so these by the observation, these comes under the category of qualitative method or qualitative research tools. You can see that, right? So next further, we discuss what is the characteristics of a good research tools. Okay, so good research tool, it should be valid, reliable, and usability. This is the important, guys. Okay, when this question comes, so you have to write under the characteristics of a good research tool, it should be valid, reliable, and usability. So we have to come to know about validity. What is the validity? So always remember, validity means the degree to which a test or measuring instrument measure what it intends to measure. Right? Here in a research, there is a technical word, validity, reliability. So what is a reliability? Reliability means degree to which a test or measuring instrument measure what it intends to measure. Right? Means whatever the tool we are using, the tool is made for particular that thing or not. If tool is made for particular that thing, then we can say that this is a valid. Okay. And when we talk about reliability, reliability means to which extent a research instrument is dependable, consistent, and stable. This is called reliability. In a simple word, the tool would be reliable if we check the tool या scale या instrument of research tool, research scale या research instrument. If we check today, if we check in the evening, if we check after 10 days, if we check in a summer, if we check in a winter, right? So it should be consistent always. Then we can say that this tool is reliable. Okay. So many times I have given you one example. Suppose one watch is giving the, time 5 minutes late. Okay. Morning, you see your watch, the time is showing 5 minutes late. Okay. Afternoon, you check your watch, the time is coming 5 minutes late. Evening coming 5 minutes late. Next day is coming 5 minutes late. Okay. So what you will say to the watch? The watch would be reliable or valid? Tell me, watch is reliable or not reliable? Watch is reliable, but not valid. Okay. Why it is reliable? Because every time, every day, right, when you check, it is showing 5 minutes late. Reliable to hai, it is reliable, means it has the consistency, but it is not valid. Why it is not valid? Because validity means the degree which a test to measure instrument measure what it intends to measure. Actually, watch is made to give the accurate time, but it is not giving the accurate time. It is giving 5 minutes late. So it can be invalid, but it is a reliable. Okay. So what is the qualities of characteristics of a good research tool? It should be valid, it should be reliable, it should be usability. Usability means applicability. So these are the easy one. Okay, you can read from that notes. Okay, the important points I am discussing. Okay, next, what are the types and uses of research tools? Okay, under this heading we have to discuss 4 or 5 research tools which are in your syllabus. Okay, so first in your syllabus is questionnaire, right? Questionnaire, it is a very easy one. Questionnaire, what happens, I explain you orally. Questionnaire means, in there is a one paper. On a paper there would be of 15 or 20 questions. Okay, by helping of that questionnaire, okay, you collect the data from the student. Okay, for example, you want to see the computer knowledge of 7th class student, right? So what you do, that you make a some questions, 15 or 20 questions, right? You make it, or otherwise you are using the questionnaire which is already standardized. Okay, you are using that. Okay, and students are giving their answers in yes or no. Okay, whether they have the knowledge or not, some related questions also. Okay, So just to know the knowledge of that student. So this is a questionnaire. So what is a questionnaire? Basically, a questionnaire is a research instrument consisting of series of questions for the purpose of gathering information from respondents. Questionnaire can be thought of as kind of a written interview. They can be carried out face to face, by telephone, computer, or post. By face to face, by phone, you can get the data by phone, by sending the email messages and others. So basically, it is a questionnaire provides a relatively cheap, quick, and efficient way of obtaining large amounts of information from a large sample of the people, right? Suppose you want to check, knowledge of, convent school teacher of grade 7. So by sending email and others, within a short time, you can collect a large amount of data. So it is a very cheap and quick and efficient way of obtaining the data. So this is the one type of questionnaire, and these are the uses of the questionnaire, right? Ab questionnaires mein how type of question comes. One is a closed question, one is a open-ended question, right? Closed-ended questions kaun se hote hain? What are the closed-ended questions? Under a closed-ended questions, you have to give answer either in yes or no, right? It is called the dichotomous. Because the category dichotomous closed question. Dichotomous means either yes or no, male or female, है ना? Science group or a arts group, such type of questions that comes under questionnaire. Okay. Sometimes these are also called the another example of a closed question. Sometimes questions comes and you have to tick on any one, whether you are agree with this question, whether you are strongly agree, whether you are agree, whether you are a neutral, whether you are a disagree, whether you are a strongly disagree, right? So this type of questions are called the close-ended questions. Okay. And open-ended kaun se hote hain? What are the open-ended questions? Open-ended questions mein kya hota hai? Matlab you are free to write in your own words. People can express what they think in the words. For example, can you tell me how happy you feel right now? Okay, so you cannot get the answers in a dichotomous style, yes or no. The respondent has to write some answers. Okay, so such type of questions are called the open-ended questions. Okay, so what are the merits of a questionnaire? Time consuming to collect the data. Demerits, it is a demerit because questionnaire ki to merit hai na, within a short time we can collect the data. So these are the merits. Okay, and these are the demerits. Time consuming to analyze the data, not suitable for less. And what are the characteristics of a good questionnaire? Same we have already discussed, characteristics of a questionnaire. So advantages, disadvantages, these are very easy. You can study by on. Okay, next tool we discuss rating scale. Rating scale is another kind of a scale that is used for the data collection purpose. A rating scale is a common method of a data collection that is used to gather comparative information about a specific research subject. Okay, basically rating scales, these are different types of scales, including numerical scales and the Likert scale. Actually, this is called the Likert scale, right? From the Likert, it is a name of a person, right? Likert, it's a name of a person who developed this scale. Okay, that's why we say that it is a rating scale. You have to give the rating, right? Suppose any mobile you purchase from the company and you get the message, sir, please give you a rating. Many times you have seen that. So these rating scale is developed by the Likert, the person Likert. That's why it is commonly known as a Likert scale. Okay, so you can see the example of a Likert scale, numerical form. This is a numerical from 1 to 10. You have to take any one. Now types of rating scales. Numerical scale. This is a numerical. Questions would come. Suppose you have purchased a mobile. So questions come. How satisfied were you with this session? Suppose instead of a session, you know, the word comes mobile. Okay, first is a very satisfied, second is satisfied, third is neutral, fourth is not satisfied. ठीक है, fifth is again ये आ सकता है क्या नाम ना, you know, strongly dissatisfied. Such type of a scales come, that comes under the numerical rating scales. Huh? It is also a simple one. You know, ये Likert scales, ये, these are all examples of the Likert scales you have come to know. Na? It comes like that. Up now, what are the advantages of a Likert scale? Easy of implementation, है ना? Easy of writing. You have to only tick, na? है ना? You just have to write, है ना? It is the easy of implementations. Quantifiable answers question. Analyze the rank of opinion. Simple to respond. है ना? It is very simple to respond. अब disadvantages क्या है? What is the disadvantages of a Likert scale? तो disadvantages क्या है? The one drawback is that you do not always get in depth. You cannot collect, you cannot go in depth because it is kind of a tick mark and other things. Okay, so when you have to go to the in depth, so then you have to use the another tool. So guys, what you are doing this research, because after doing the research, after doing the this, you know, research tools, you will come to know that what is your topic. According to your topic, you have to select the right tool, right? If you don't have the knowledge of the different type of a tools, and by mistake if you select a wrong tool, so your research will not be valid, your result will not come true, right? Because of lack of your research methodology, lack of your knowledge, you cannot collect the good tool, right? For example, you want to search the behavior of the person. To search the behavior of the person, actually interviews, you know, Hanas, interviews is a, you know, good method. Okay, but you use such kind of a tool, Hana, you cannot get the in-depth information, right? So it depends upon your study to study, problem to problem, in which problem which tool is better. Okay, so you should have knowledge of some of the tool. We are done with questionnaire, we are done with Likert scale, right? So these are the examples of the Likert scale, right? Sometimes it comes in a star rating scale. It is also a kind of, these are the types of a Likert scale. Sometimes you have seen that on a mobile it comes in a star. How would you rate our customer service? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are filling all the 5, so that means you are satisfied. So what is a company is working? Company is getting such kind of a information from you, and based on your data, based on your answers, okay, they are improving their product. Okay, this is all about the purpose of research tools, right? Next is the attitude scale, right? Third, now first we done questionnaire, second we done rating, third is the attitude scale. So attitude scale is a form of appraisal procedure and is also one of the inquiry terms. Attitude scales have been designed to measure attitude of a subject. So this is also a scale. This is used to measure the attitude of a person. Subject means person. So as the name suggests, it is a attitude scale. So it is also very easy. That comes under, you know, research tools. You can see that what are the characteristics of this, what are the limitations. So guys, we are done with the research tools. Thank you so much.